Previously.
I am right behind you.
With a dagger.
How are you?
Vinny walked in here, for God's sake.
The 4 remaining couples went head-to-head on Italian Day.
I asked you 3 times for the children's food.
I don't give a shit. I really don't.
But when the black team collapsed...
Angie just fell apart.
This is going from bad to worse.
We've been waiting a while, and the kids are starving.
Marco wanted answers.
When I see little children crying, not being fed, it hurts me. That's failure.
Angie, there is no justification for that.
Angie, I can't justify what I saw at the bar today.
And Angie and Sam were next to go. Now the black team has just 1 couple standing. But the red team has 2. Tonight, one of these 3 couples...
We're 2 cute little girls from California.
We're gonna win.
...is on their way to winning the ultimate prize.
I'm playing 100%.
A restaurant of their very own. And while the challenges get tougher...
I would like you to recreate my dish.
It was like Leonardo da Vinci telling me to paint the Mona Lisa.
Marco just keeps turning up the heat.
You're going to do 2 services.
Breakfast and lunch.
For Dean and Sherry, it's do or die.
I was wondering how Dean was gonna get through it.
Lots of pressure. This is everything. We lose today, we go home.
Time starts now. It's now time to show them the true meaning of simplicity made glamorous. So I'm making them a fish pie. Scallops in the shell, the pastry. Let's make it look simple. Let's confuse them with simplicity. Good morning.
Good morning,
Marco.
Marco. We walk into Marco's kitchen for our next Great White Challenge, and this time we see jars all on Marco's table.
When we go home, what have we got? We've all got a cupboard full of bottles. What do we try and do at home? Make food quick, simple, and tasty. Right or wrong?
Right.
What I want to introduce to the contestants is the usage of jars, bottles, packets. We have breakfast. We have Sunday supper. How can we make delicious food like that? Deviled kidneys. In England, the aristocrats like them. They have them for breakfast. Kidneys. So the sauce, sherry vinegar, Tabasco, all into the Vitamix, brown sauce.
Marco, he whipped up the sauce, and then he sauteed the kidneys real quick and put them on a plate within minutes.
Oh,
That was so good. And it blew my brain. It just blew me away.
Now tell me, who's cooked fish pie before?
I've never
Do you know what a fish pie is?
Never even seen it, no.
I envisioned this pie stuffed with a bunch of fish, and the idea of that made me want to throw up.
And there is my pie. The beauty of this dish is it allows Mother Nature to be the artist. The scallop is the star of the show. It's presented in front of the customer. Then the lid is lifted. The perfumes of the sea are released.
In my head, I'm trying to picture what a fish pie would look and taste like, and it was nothing like what Marco showed us. Marco had a scallop shell that was sealed with puff pastry. It was actually really beautiful.
When my maitre d' walks away, he's left it like that, hasn't he?
That's beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was a really neat dish.
There you are. Come.
Oh.
Would you like a half? I didn't realize it was so
please.
big. And now, how delicate is that way of cooking scallops?
It's a beautiful way to cook them.
It's very natural, isn't
It's
it?
delicious.
It's very simple.
You know, there was some fish stock inside with some carrots, and he put some ginger on top, and it was absolutely delicious.
I would like you to recreate my deviled kidneys from memory, because I haven't yet had breakfast. And then I would like you to make my fish pie, because I haven't had lunch. You ate it. You saw the concept. Everything from a bottle or a packet. My deviled kidneys, my fish pie. 1 hour to produce them.
For the Great White Challenge, we had to recreate what he just did with the deviled kidneys and the fish pie that he made. The man is a god. It was like Leonardo da Vinci telling me to paint the Mona Lisa.
Time starts now.
I've recreated many dishes for great chefs in restaurants before. Recreating Marco's deviled veal kidneys. I was totally confident because I watched every single thing he did.
During the Great White Challenge, Marco left his brown sauce sitting on a table, so me being a wise one, I figured I'm gonna stick my finger in there and keep tasting it until mine tastes comparable, you know? I kept tasting mine and tasting his until I got it to where I was comfortable enough to say, all right, this is what it tastes like.
Kelsey was definitely flailing.
When are you putting the claws on?
What's that?
Looks like a crab.
I looked over at her several times, and she was having a hard time, and he was giving her a hard time.
Very Jackson Pollock.
I was like, oh, man, this poor thing.
Ooh, look at that. It looks like Vesuvius. Did mine look like that?
No, yours did not look like this.
Oh, my goodness me. That looks like roadkill. You got your flour mix ready?
I've already dusted my kidneys with the flour.
Do you think that's right?
Kelsey breaded her kidneys an hour before she sauteed them. I thought, oh, man, he's going to make her do that again because it's going to be glue.
Oh, they're glued together, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Was that a wise move?
Probably not.
So he made her redo the kidney dusting minutes before the time to present the dishes to Marco.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Stop.
3, 2, 1, stop. Red team, you now have to make the decision which 2 dishes you are putting forward.
Oh, I definitely want to do both of mine.
Well, I want to do my kidney. Is that okay?
I want to do both of mine. I'm just feeling very confident, but I'm sure the kidneys are going to be fine.
Remember, the wing goes to the red team, not
I
to
know.
an individual.
I know that.
Well, which ones are you going to do?
We're going to do Lisa scallops my kidney.
When Kelsey wouldn't let me present my kidneys for the team is when I knew she was playing for herself. She doesn't want to win for the team, and I wasn't playing for myself. I was playing for the team.
Wasn't too comfortable about actually recreating Marco's dish and getting the exact flavors that he had. It's really, really intimidating.
I've got to say, I think the best scallop dish is Lisa's.
Thank you, Marco.
I was feeling okay about the kidneys. Lisa had a lot of confidence in her dishes. She wanted to present hers, thinking they're better.
These were yours, weren't they, Kelsey?
Yes.
I've got to say, Lisa's kidney dish was the best. So you should have listened to Lisa and been more honest with yourself. Your kidneys, Dean, are better than the ones put forward by the red team. So with the dishes which were included, it's scallops to red, kidneys to the black. It's a draw.
Their loss is absolutely my gain, and, you know, if they made a dumb mistake, I'll pat them on the back for it and say thank you.
Every time we set a challenge, there's a prize. And your prize is a surprise.
Surprise?
You'll find out during service what I'm going to give you. You must be curious why I served you breakfast. I served you lunch. Tomorrow, you're going to do 2 services. Breakfast and then lunch. This is your toughest test yet.
Oh, yes. Looking over at Dean and knowing that he had to do breakfast and lunch by himself, I just thought that was very hardcore. I was wondering how Dean was going to get through it.
One last thing. Keep your head down, work hard, keep pushing. And you'll get through if you have a strategy. Have a nice day.
Nice
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you.
Being here all alone and looking around and looking at all the work that had to be done, it was daunting. We know that there's just us and there's 2 couples over in Crimson, and we need to be on top of our game. That smile for.
We are doing breakfast and lunch tomorrow. Right into each other, 40 for breakfast, 40 for lunch.
My first reaction when I heard that was, you have to be kidding me.
I probably should have waited till tomorrow to tell you. Just wait, you rush your ass off.
You know what? Don't even go there with me.
Seared eggs, mashed potatoes, French toast should be offered, a dish that's just scrambled eggs, bacon, and...
Oh, let's do scrambled eggs and bacon. We don't have bacon on the menu.
Scrambled eggs and bacon, whoopie-doo.
I know.
Sausage and eggs, whoopie-doo. You know, I mean, it's just...
Marco said we needed a strategy, right? Right now, it's really stressful because, I mean, it's going to be somebody going home, and I don't know who it's going to be, but this is the time you don't screw up.
I definitely like the chicken Caesar because I can get the chicken grilled ahead of time.
You gonna make your own Caesar dressing?
Nope, got it coming.
What's your creation, then?
The whole freaking thing today was using jarred stuff. The whole Great White Challenge, that's what it was all about. It's a chicken Caesar salad. There is no fucking creation for it.
Exactly. So why should it be on the menu? Then it probably shouldn't be on our menu.
Why? Everybody loves chicken Caesar salad.
I know the things that he's trying to put out are simple and easy to get out, but we do have to answer to a critic. And if a critic comes in here and has chicken Caesar, he's gonna be like, what the hell is this? I didn't think that was something that should be on our menu.
Feed the people. That's what it's all about.
Dean, think for a minute. Think.
Welcome to breakfast at, what's the name of this place?
Crimson.
Crimson.
This week's challenge is going to be enormous. Back-to-back services, breakfast and lunch. Tough.
All right, baby, we got a lot to do.
I know. Let's get going.
They will struggle in the black team because there's only Dean and Sherry. But I'm a believer in fairness, not just to Dean and Sherry, but to the diners. So I will give them 2 pairs of hands just to assist.
This is Natasha. She's here to help you today. She just came in.
Pleasure to meet you,
Hi,
Natasha.
nice to
Dean.
meet you.
You know, it was really nice to know that I was gonna have another set of hands. On the other hand, these people that are coming in here have never worked with us. We don't know what to expect out of them, and they don't know what to expect from us.
We are doing steak and eggs.
Okay.
All served with scrambled eggs. We're also serving banana French toast.
For breakfast, I was responsible for French toast, the bangers and potatoes, and Kelsey had a seared egg dish and a brie and spinach frittata.
Okay, here's my frittata, and then I'm gonna garnish with the basil. It's hard enough doing just the one dinner service, but breakfast and lunch in one day, I knew it was gonna be a challenge. Anna Paul, are you hungry?
I will try it, thank you.
Okay, good.
Did they like it?
Anna Paul just kind of looked at it. I'll wait till he tries it.
Pepper! You know, you cook this food that looks good and tastes like nothing.
My wife and I have been trying to save money to open our own place.
Uh-huh.
I want to be able to raise my kids in a restaurant, you know, where they want to take it over someday.
Your kids want to cook too?
A couple of them. Leaving the kids was probably the hardest thing we had to do. But we know why we're doing it, and it's, you know, to improve our family life. Me and my wife are gonna put our blood, sweat, and tears into this because we don't plan on going home to our children with nothing.
So Dean's cooking everyone's breakfast?
Pretty much. Dean and Natasha, yep.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
It's 8 a.m. Breakfast service starts. Holy moly, it's just a rush of people.
Did you guys get a chance to take a look at the menu? Yes, we have. What can I get for you this morning?
This coffee is unbelievable. Thank you. I made it myself. I take all the credit.
Really?
Anna Paul and I had sort of set up a new strategy. We thought that he'd get all the beverages, I would take all the orders and run all the plate.
You okay with beverage orders?
No, it's completely out of control.
But it was just way too many people at once for that to possibly happen.
Another coffee? No problem.
Hello.
Hello, Marco.
How are we?
Marco. How are you?
Win or lose, this is the very last time that Lisa and Kelsey will cook together in the same team. All this you care about is winning.
Okay, I have frittata coming up in like 2 minutes.
I'm missing a sheared egg.
You're missing a sheared egg? I have one in the oven.
Okay, great. I need it, please.
Right now?
One egg, yeah, one right
No,
now.
it's all on there.
So you're in charge today, Lisa?
I'm
what I'm
expedite.
She's expedite.
Is that the word you like to use?
Yes.
You seem to have it all under control.
Yes, that's right.
I'm telling you, it's good, I promise.
We got some scrambled eggs going. I got the home fries working. Natasha's taking care of the toast. I'm just searing off a couple of steaks. I got the banana French toast ready to fly. Lots of pressure. This is everything. We lose today, we go home. Well, we don't plan on losing, so.
All right, we're sold on the frittatas, huh?
How's your omelette under the grill?
It'll be done right now.
When it's black, it's cooked.
Kelsey, I think, is very intimidated by Marco. She's so concerned about Marco liking her.
I like that burnt butter. That's really good.
She wasn't focused on the job.
Is this very common for breakfast?
Sheared eggs? Have you tried one? You should try one.
Did you serve it with a straw?
Marco seems to really be on my case, so I'm confused why Marco thinks I'm not as strong as Lisa is.
You guys got lots of food coming up.
Okay.
The French toast is delicious. Yeah, I know. We were thinking we should have ordered that.
Frittata was great. Potatoes were awesome. The steak was pretty good. The steak was great.
Kelsey is thinking at the red restaurant. It's time to see what's happening at the black restaurant. I do expect Dean to feed everyone to the best of his abilities and Sherry to serve them to the best of her abilities. If they can win the challenge, then amazing.
Table 4.
Good morning.
Hi, Marco.
So what's it like running your own restaurant this morning?
It was fun.
Order in, please.
That looks very nice.
Wanna try
I like
one?
that. It's not soggy.
Is this for another ticket?
Yeah.
I got one repping for you.
Dean,
Yes, Marco.
delicious.
Thank you.
Really good. If it's your last day today, it'll be sad. But can I just say something I'll never forget? The French toast with bananas and bacon and maple syrup. It's delicious. Thank you.
Marco tried one of my banana French toasts, and he absolutely loved it. And when Marco gives you a compliment like that, you know it comes from his heart and you know he means it, so it means a lot to me.
See you later, Dean.
Take care, Marco. He didn't still say anything about the prize that we won. I don't know what the heck's going on.
The hell's this water coming out of? This machine's just broke down.
Just turn it off. Can we turn it off?
We ran out of coffee. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's breakfast. The machine broke.
This is the sheared eggs. I don't think I would order it again.
Can I get coffee regular? We actually, the coffee machine just broke down. I'm so sorry.
The spinach and brie frittata. It just needed a bit of salt and pepper.
I tried the frittata, and I thought it was a little bit bland, and that was the same complaint that a couple of the customers had made.
Breakfast complete.
Was everybody happy? Did they like the food?
They wanted the sheared eggs to be a little bit firmer, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna clear the rest of these tables and they're full.
Breakfast was okay. I think if we're going to win today's challenge, we need to step it up for our lunch service.
Thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful day. I think breakfast service went great this morning. We pumped them out. Everyone got fed. Someone wrote on the check on one of them. Everything was excellent. Thank you very much and signed their name.
All I can think about is we got to turn this dining room over in an hour and a half. How am I going to be able to get all the prep work done that I need to do to get this freaking dining room ready? I wish I had a dishwasher.
When someone puts their time in my hands, I have a duty to care, to teach them as best as I can. Vanessa is, without doubt, the star out front. Kelsey, she's the tortoise. But you know, there's a very famous story about a hare and a tortoise, and the tortoise did win that race. You were a star girl this morning, weren't you?
Yeah, I felt good about this morning. I think Anna Paul and I share the weight.
You share the weight. Wish I could say the same about the kitchen.
I feel like we share the weight.
Your presence isn't felt, though, is it?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, the orders wouldn't have been able to
can't
be
hear
made
you.
without. Lisa wouldn't have
Still
been able
can't hear
to
you.
do it without me.
It's interesting, isn't it? A few ice cubes are louder than you. Your sister is a star girl, and you have proven that you can cook, but you haven't proven to me that you can fight.
Did you like my performance this morning, or?
I thought it was weak. To reach great heights, You have to find great depth within yourself. On this morning's performance, if you lose, you'll be going home.
We got done with breakfast, and then right away we had to set up and get ready and turn tables for our lunch service. And then on top of that, Marco comes in and has a talking to with Kelsey and I.
If you truly want it, make her fight. If you lose, you'll be going home. Have a nice day.
Was a little bit discouraging and confusing. It's like Vanessa and I are at stake here, not red team.
Do we have extra chairs or?
Yep, there's one up front.
That's... Get your Caesar dressing set up somewhere over there. Have your croutons sitting right here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For the entrees for lunch, went for a nice open-faced Reuben sandwich with sauerkraut and a little side of coleslaw and some nice curly fries. And then for the second entree, I figured I'd step it up a little bit. And I had some nice sauteed asparagus, and I put a nice little piece of halibut on top, and then I topped it with a nice lemon butter piccata sauce. This is the calm before the storm.
Kelsey was feeling fine in the morning until just now. Marco is on her back like a monkey. I mean, he's pushing her. And she better snap the fuck out of it. There's no time for this pouting.
Vanessa's a star, like Marco said, but I think I'm a star as well. And I guess I need to really prove myself today to Marco that I can handle it.
Hi there, how are you doing today?
Right here. I was kind of thinking this could be the last time that we're in this restaurant, but I also knew that we weren't going to go down without a fight.
How come this Reuben doesn't have sauerkraut?
What?
This one doesn't have sauerkraut on it.
Did one of them ask for no sauerkraut?
I didn't have one.
Probably
I
not.
didn't either.
When you're trying to get somebody in and out of the oven and somebody else is trying to put up plates, it kind of gets a little confusing, you know? Probably Natasha's fault.
Thank you.
So I ordered the chicken Caesar salad, and it came out without chicken.
Can I take this out of the way here for you?
There's food over there. It needs to go out, Katie.
Okay.
Thank you.
I ordered the Reuben sandwich, and it was really good, except it didn't have any sauerkraut.
You gonna
You
write
guys
it down?
got lots of food that's got to get out of
I'm
here,
coming
guys.
right now, Dean. Thank you.
I ordered the halibut, and I had to send the plate back because it was clear that it had been plated a long time ago. It was cold.
Nobody knows what this is. Nobody has no idea. Nobody can realize if somebody's not eating or...
Lunch service, it did get hectic.
That's what I need together.
Right now? Right
As an
now.
appetizer.
Right now. That's what I said.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Dean, when he's cooking, he puts his whole heart and soul into it. He's intense.
I can't put up any more food until
Yep,
everything
that's
is
fine.
done.
I got it.
Drop the food and run right back.
Oh, God, so sorry, so sorry.
Where's the waiter?
We had a lot of tables coming in, all at the exact same time. It's a challenge. It's very nice. It's very beautiful.
And who's having a salad?
The two of us.
Be right back with yours. You can't leave food waiting in the kitchen, so when the food's ready to go, I'll do whatever it takes. So I ran food out several times to help the waiters.
Sorry. Thank you for being patient. Your food should be right out. Yours is coming next. After the Great White Challenge, Marco told Kelsey and Lisa that they had a prize coming. We haven't seen anything yet.
What do we have all day on the filet?
6, 7 all day.
Okay, thank you. I did the Caesar salad, the steak and potatoes, and I did a chocolate mousse dessert. Lisa did the cucumber soup, the tuna, and then the poached peach dessert. Today's do or die. We have to kick ass during the service. We have to be on top of it. Otherwise, Vanessa and I are going home.
After my little chat with Kelsey, I'm curious to see how she is coping in the kitchen. I would only ever invest time, energy, emotion in people who can absorb. And when I push her, it's because there's more to come out. That's my job.
The meat's cooked very nicely outside, I saw.
Well, I knew that. I cooked it. I was totally, like, in the game. There's a perfect time for Marco to come in and see that everything was under control.
How about we give you the beautiful table in the corner? Does that sound good? Okay, great.
They have been waiting 24 hours for their prize.
Come right on back. Don't be shy.
And when Andrew Knowlton sits down in their restaurants, he will tell them
Is your name Vanessa?
Yes. How did you know that?
Well, my friend, his name's Marco Pierre White.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of the guy.
I'm Andrew Knowlton, the restaurant editor of Bon Appetit.
Oh, yay! This gentleman says, I will be the food critic today, and your prize is that you know who the food critic is. Mr. Marco Pierre White, thank you for your surprise. He's quite the delight.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
The surprise is the gentleman outside who writes for Bon Appetit. He's a food critic. It's a huge advantage to know who the food critic is, to make sure that you have your best plates going out to the right person.
I don't know, I mean, they were going for a complex flavor here with the fennel and the creme fraiche. I don't think it was successful.
This elimination means a lot to Kelsey and I because Marco had put it out there that, hey, if Red doesn't win this, you guys are going home.
That's your rare.
Thank you. I know that our ass is on the line.
You know, they got the 2 temperatures right on the steak. I mean, they nailed the difference between medium rare and rare. But I will say the tuna, it's a little bit overcooked.
I had the tuna. I really like the vibrant spring, summer flavors.
86 tuna. You go tell him right now. Right now.
What, no tuna?
I want you to run out there and say 86 tuna now.
You guys, 86 tuna, 86 tuna.
So we had 50 booked, and we've only got 20 fish on a hot day like this.
It's all I had. I'm bummed right now, believe me.
We ran out of tuna, and Marco, I think it was a disappointment to him.
20 portions of tuna is not enough for 40 people, is it?
It was interesting to see Marco on Lisa's case, because that's how it usually is with me. It made me feel good, like, okay, I'm the better chef.
Excuse us. Thank you.
All right, here we go. I need 2 halibut in the window. Knowing that we were in control of it and we did it our way really gave us a strong sense of pride, a good feeling.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Good. Are you Sherry?
I am Sherry.
I'm going to be the restaurant critic today.
You are.
Just got our prize.
What?
I know who the critic is.
Who is it?
This table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping he gave the other team, like, a year's supply of rice-a-roni or something.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Walk out with one.
You absolutely do things differently knowing who the critic is. With just Dean and I left in this restaurant, if we lost, we're going home.
Enjoy, guys.
Bon appetit.
All right, I've done enough sucking up to a freaking food critic. Let's cook.
You know, if you're going to open your own restaurant, what are you going to bring to the Caesar salad, you know? I mean, there's nothing on here that is unexpected or unusual.
There is definitely added pressure when you know this is the critic. He held our destiny in his hands.
Do you have any Dijon mustard or anything like that? Okay, thank you.
You welcome.
Wow, the halibut looks nice.
Yeah, it does. Dean, we have any Dijon mustard?
Who wants it?
Critic.
Give me a thing.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello. How are you,
How
chef?
are you? Very well.
Nice to see you.
How's your halibut?
It's perfectly cooked.
Yeah, it looks it from here. How good was my present?
That was awesome, Marco. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marco.
The halibut is perfectly cooked.
Good.
He just said.
Oh, awesome.
We want to feed you.
We have to save room for dessert.
I know, that's true, you do.
And then for the dessert, I had some of the tiramisu left over from Little Italy, so we decided to use it. And the berries and cream is just a nice, simple dessert. It's very light. We know it's hot outside. The berries are still fresh. Just come take your desserts first. There was nothing that we put out that was incredibly old.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy.
Did I see there's some mold on those berries, isn't there?
My first reaction when I heard that was, you have to be kidding me. I was crushed.
Sherry, you in here? No, she's not.
It's not just one berry.
Everybody got their food? That's plenty.
Where would you like,
Where would I like what?
down to 4 tiramisus?
I mean, the kitchen's getting crunched right now, or that maybe he didn't have time.
I thought the server was overwhelmed and a little bit out of his element. I mean, we had to wait a long time for service.
I'm just using the same glass. I've given up. I'm giving up the final concert service. We had breakfast service, then lunch service. Now we face elimination from Marco, and I think it's going to be hard for us to win.
this win means everything. You know, this is our dream, and we've been gone from our kids for a long time now. And I don't want to go home empty-handed.
Marco said, you know, if Red doesn't win today, that Kelsey and I might be the ones going home. I knew at that point we had to win because Kelsey and I really want this.
Hi there. Do you remember your present?
Yes.
Andrew Knowlton, restaurant editor, Bon Appetit magazine. So, this morning, the breakfast service, you weren't being judged on it. It was just me being mean, putting you under pressure, like you would if you went to your own restaurant. Andrew's here to share his views, and then he'll make his decision, and then I will have to do what I do best. Andrew?
Thank you, Marco. So the first restaurant I dined at was Crimson. So we ordered the appetizers. A little bit disappointed in the creme fraiche cucumber fennel soup. It looked a little bit like porridge. It looked like, where I come from, grits.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be a finished, refined soup.
When it was sitting on the table, the two separated. So it became this liquid and then this kind of crunchy at the bottom.
Okay.
All in all, so-so. The second restaurant I dined at was Seoul. We started with 2 appetizers. The first was a grilled chicken Caesar salad. It's an easy dish to do well, but it's also something that I've had a million times. And I felt like the dressing almost tasted like it came out of a bottle. Was it something that came out of a bottle?
Yes, it was.
It was. Well, I think there's some things that are good, I think, out of a bottle. I don't think that Caesar dressing is probably the best thing because you immediately taste those kind of preservatives. All in all, so-so.
I didn't have a lot of time to make a lot of things that I wanted to. Back in the Great White Challenge, when Marco used bottled stuff, he mixed them all together to create a different flavor. I didn't do that, and that was my mistake.
I thought the second dish, the scallop salsa, which you called, it seemed like the dish was a little bit rushed. I think when you're doing something that has such pristine flavors, you really want the scallop to shine, and the flavors were a little bit muddied. But I give you credit for that dish. It took a lot of balls, I think, to pull off. As far as the appetizers, comparing both restaurants, I think all in all, those two were a draw. Moving on to the entrees at Seoul, we had a open-faced Reuben sandwich. I'm all about open-faced sandwiches, which at lunch, it's nice to have an open-faced sandwich. The next dish was the halibut with the asparagus with the piccata sauce. Kudos on the halibut, it was perfectly cooked. At Crimson, the steak frites, or the filet mignon with the fries. I ordered it rare, and I ordered it medium rare, and they both came out perfectly. The second entree was the seared tuna with the salsa. I thought the salsa on top was perfect. The tuna was a little bit overcooked. So I thought, you know, the entrees were successful.
The critic said that Lisa's tuna was a little bit overcooked, but he said that my steaks were perfectly cooked, and that was such a relief. I was so happy.
Desserts on your side, the poached peaches. I thought it could have done with a little less of the sauce because when the cream and the two mixed together, they kind of coagulated into this kind of gnarly mess. And then we had the chocolate mousse. Who doesn't like ending dessert with chocolate, especially after having some steak and French fries? Seoul's desserts. I thought some of the desserts were a bit of an afterthought. The berry dessert I had a big problem with. Did you look at some of the berries before they put them on the plate?
I checked every one of them.
Yeah, we had 4 raspberries that had mold on them.
Oh, jeez. I was feeling pretty good until the mold on the raspberries. I really felt a lot of holy crap come running out of me.
When I heard it, there was mold on his raspberries, and I knew we were gonna get it.
So all in all, I thought it was successful. I mean, there was hiccups on both sides, so I do take that into consideration as well.
We need this more than anything. Our lives and our entire reason for being here is in the hands of that critic.
Andrew, thank you for your views. Who's the winner?
It was a tough decision, and I weighed all the pros and the cons, but I am going to have to say that Restaurant Crimson won this battle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your words.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
When the decision was made and we knew that it was us that was going home, you know, I just kind of put my head down and try to really think about, oh my God, what the hell just happened to us?
Red team, congratulations. Back to your restaurant.
Dean and Sherry put a lot into the competition, and you could tell their hearts were in it, and this is a big deal for them, and to see them go home was really heartbreaking.
Well done, Apple.
It was because of me. It was because of the damn berries. I truly believe that that was the deciding factor. But it's something that I have to swallow, and I have to live with.
Sherry, Dean, Black Restaurant now closes. The consolation is that you now go home to your babies. You are the backbone of America. As far as I'm concerned, you leave winners. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
You've got heart.
Thank you, Michael.
The end has come for Dean and Sherry. Go home to your babies. They'll walk down the road of grace because they did what I asked. They left fighting.
Thank you.
What's the rest? Their name and their integrity is intact. They're good people.
Oh my God. It's been a lot of hard work, yeah. It's not just this competition, it's years and years of really hard work, and it feels really good.
You okay, Liz?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
Oh, now you are enemies. Now it's us against you.
I know, right?
Red isn't red anymore. Now we have to face each other as competitors, and it's really sad, but it's so exciting.
I hope I made Marco proud. We're in the final two. I'm so excited. I can't believe we made it this far. I mean, I can, but it's like so surreal.
You know, it's been tough. It's been hard leaving home and coming here to do this. We put everything into this restaurant, and it is heartbreaking.
We lost a good amount of time with our children, and now we have to go home with nothing to show for it. But we're still gonna go home and work just as hard as we always did and keep saving every penny we can to make sure that that dream does come true. And this loss is not gonna kill our dream. This whole experience has proven to us, wow, that we know we can do it together. You know, we're still gonna bust our ass to get what we want.
Absolutely.
You haven't heard the last of us. We will have our restaurant open, and you're all welcome to come and eat. You ready, baby? Gotta at least grab a bottle of wine.
I plan on it. Take that.
Hit the lights for the last time.
Yep.
You know, it really did hurt, knowing that there's nobody else to go home but us. You know, we were the last survivors of Soul. Thank you, Marco. That's all I can say. To be able to learn from him. You ready? It's probably an opportunity I'd never get.
I love you. And I know I'm a better person for that, and I know I'm a better chef for that.